wow, I really did like that Superman movie. I think I'll make a video talking about my thoughts, and maybe I'll get a couple views. I didn't set out to be a movie reviewer. I just make videos about things I'm passionate about. But movies seem to resonate the most, and they've helped me grow my channel in ways I can't ignore. We just hit 20 subscribers, which is genuinely huge for me. It might seem small, but to me that means 20 people are willing to tune in and watch my stupid channel, and I'm really grateful for that. I also think you need to understand a reviewer's taste in movies before you can really trust their opinion on new ones. So, before I make any more reviews, not that I'm planning to, but it'll probably happen, I wanted to make a 20 subscriber special that let you guys get to know me and my movie taste just a little bit better. Thanks. I am many things. However, I am mostly an American. So of course I had to include a Rocky movie on the list, and for me, that movie is Rocky 3. At the start of this film, Rocky is riding high after beating the world heavyweight champion, Apollo Creed. He goes on a string of title defenses, soaking up the fame and glamour that came with being the champ. But then Mr. T shows up and decides he's going to kick Rocky's ass. Under pressure before the fight, Mickey finally admits something brutal. Rocky's recent opponents were handpicked. His title run was basically built on easy fights.
Got one more fight.
No, not we, you.
Why are you doing this?
And he's hungry. Hell, you ain't been hungry since you won that belt.
Oh, what are you talking about? I've had 10 title defenses.
That was easy.
What do you mean easy?
They was handpicked.
And then he fucking dies. Now Rocky hasn't just lost the belt, he's lost himself.
That's not the way.
So who steps up to train him?
Who's that? Why don't you hit it straight, huh? Step into it.
Apollo? You got me curious.
You got me curious, Rock.
Rocky lost the eye of the tiger, and the whole training arc isn't about becoming stronger, it's about getting that hunger back and needing to win. The beach scene is my favorite moment. Rocky is just standing there with nothing left. Everyone watching knows it's over and is ready to pack it up. Until Adrian, his wife, gives him that final push.
What's the truth, damn it?
I'm afraid, all right? You want to hear me say it? You want to break me down? All right, I'm afraid. For the first time in my life, I'm afraid.
I'm afraid too. There's nothing wrong with being afraid.
There is, for me, there is.
Why, you're human, aren't you?
Look, I don't know what I am. All I know is I'm a liar, and because of that, Mickey ain't here no more.
And if I lose?
And you lose. At least you lose with no excuses. No fear. And I know you can live with that.
And that's what this movie is really about for me. Rocky 3 is about pushing through adversity when you've lost everything. But it's also about something else. Sometimes you need the people around you to push you to new heights that you can't reach alone.
What's the matter with you?
Tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
And yeah, he gets his get back.
I know we've had some rough times, but you're right. I can't be truthful with you because it seems like no matter what I do, you disapprove.
Look, I know you love playing.
Then how come, except for church, you're the happiest when I don't? I finally land the gig of my life and you're upset.
You didn't see how tough being a musician was on your father. I don't want to see you struggle like that.
So Dad could pursue his dreams and I can't?
Your father had me. Most times, this shop is what paid the bills. So when I'm gone, who's gonna pay yours?
Music is all I think about. From the moment I wake up in the morning to the moment I fall asleep at night.
You can't eat dreams for breakfast, Joey.
Then I don't want to eat. This isn't about my career, Mom. It's my reason for living. And I know Dad felt the same way. I'm just afraid that if I died today, that my life would have amounted to nothing.
Joey.
Soul has such a deep connection with my own. I've never really related to a character in the ways that I have Joe. Joe is a music teacher that feels like he missed his chance at a life in jazz, something that he's been obsessed with since he was a child. When he finally gets the chance to make something, the second character, 22, who was never born because she just couldn't find a spark, something everyone needs to live. Now, remember how I just said John was the most relatable? I lied. Turns out 22 was. Actually, maybe it can be both. See, I've watched this movie around 5 times, and each time, I could relate in different amounts to the two of them. For a long time, I will feel like I missed my shot to live a life as something like a games designer, or a musician, or hell, even maybe a YouTuber. Back to the story. John learns there's more to life than jazz, and 22 learns that a spark is not what defines a person. I seriously recommend you all go watch Pixar Soul, and if you haven't already, see who you align yourself more with. Then a year or so, come back, and see how much you've changed.
What is that?
Silent but deadly. Apologies, my tummy's bad from all the coffee.
No, ew, get off.
There really isn't much to say here. This is a movie about Pikachu and this random kid whose dad died, and they go on a mystery hunt to find out who killed him. You know, whatever. I know it sounds super boring, and who would really care about this kid and his father's relationship? I just want to see Pokemon, and that's it. See, I just lied. Their relationship is anything but healthy. Ted is a small town kid in the world of Pokemon, and unlike most, he wants absolutely nothing to do with them. Ted also does not live or even talk to his father, and the only reason he ends up in this city is so someone can explain to this poor kid that his father is dead, and his Pokemon is missing. Ted was given a chance long ago to move in with his father, but refused, showing what Ted believed to be his father picking Pokemon over him.
After my mom died, my dad and I drifted apart. He moved here and poured himself into his work. And eventually he tried to get me to come live with him, but I wouldn't go. I didn't think he cared until I got here. And I realized that he did care. But I didn't know, because I never gave him the chance. And now it's too late.
That's Ted's final memory of his father. His opportunity to rekindle that relationship is forever gone. It's not just a mystery, it's about regret, loss, and the hope Ted finds that his father might still be alive.
I really wish I got on that train.
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
It's amazing to see a movie from the past highlighting a whole other time in itself. Seriously, think about that for a second. My dad and his peers were watching this as kids, and that setting to them was normal. But dude, in the first minute, people in my generation are transported right to the 80s, and then the 50s. This movie sparked the biggest retro kid phase I've ever seen, because I'm still in it. From games to looks to tech, I'm always living life in reverse, never in the present.
All right, this is an oldie, but well, it's an oldie where I come from. All right, guys, listen, this is the blues riff and B. Watch me for the changes and try and keep up, okay?
Back to the Future is an absolute masterpiece of storytelling and a perfect show of sci-fi in the 80s. It's an incredible adventure and everyone needs to go watch it in today's world. Have you ever felt watched like someone is examining your every move? That feeling isn't really that crazy anymore. Cameras are everywhere in today's world. Now imagine your entire life is being watched. That's the idea behind The Truman Show.
Good morning!
Morning.
Good morning.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
This movie follows Truman, a normal guy whose entire life has been secretly turned into a television show. Everyone around him is an actor except him. Truman has no idea this is happening. Until one day, things start to break. A stage light falls from the sky. The world just stops making sense. And suddenly, there's this eerie feeling that his whole life might be fake.
Okay, he's making his turn onto Lancaster Square. Oh my God! He knew he hit balance. Something's wrong. Change frequencies.
I'm not going to spoil the ending on this because I honestly think you should experience it yourself. Just know that The Truman Show is one of the most unique and thought-provoking movies ever made, and it somehow feels even more relevant today than when it came out. Dude, music is my entire life. I want to jam, music. I want to relax, music. I have deep-rooted trauma bubbling up and don't know how to avoid it. Music. I also have over 180 playlists, and I'm an amazing driver. So to me, Baby Driver is... Baby Driver is... Baby Driver is just something else, man.
That's just like me. That's exactly what I'm going through.
Well, it's a little different.
You know, Ted, if you legally become a person, you're gonna need a last name.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, I got one.
Okay, what is it?
Last name of a movie character.
Zoolander, Kirk, Spock, McCoy.
Clubber Lang.
Fucking!
Who's Clever Lang?
Who's Clubber Lang?
Mr. T's character in Rocky 3, hello?
Is that the boxing movies?
The boxing, but...
At the end of the day, I watch movies for one reason and one reason only. Storytelling, and also for absolutely laughing my ass off.
And there is our first impression.
Ted 2 is one of the most perfect comedies I have ever had the pleasure to see. It's got that real-world humor mixed with the comedic genius of Seth MacFarlane.
2 league MVPs, 4 Super Bowl rings, guaranteed first ballot Hall of Famer. Now let's give him a hand job into this red Solo Cup.
I'll be honest, this one is up here for unfair reasons. Like, it's funny. It's just straight up funny. It's insanely rewatchable, and it's my girlfriend and I's comfort movie. Also, I just straight up live in Massachusetts, dude. I know all the buildings they go to. Plus, I smoke hella weed.
Sorry, you don't mind the pot, do you? I get migraines.
Oh, absolutely,
That's
me
fine.
too.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a huge migraine in the parking lot in about 20 minutes.
Ted is literally my spirit animal. You know what? Fuck it. Ted Banner. The Reze movie is a once-in-a-lifetime film, something I genuinely don't think I'll ever forget. The Reze arc was already my favorite and most memorable arc from Chainsaw Man, and even in manga form, it felt like a masterpiece. But this movie elevates it to a completely different level. The soundtrack is incredible, ranging from slow, emotional melodies to explosive, high-energy tracks. Every piece fits exactly where it needs to, and the animation... This is hands down the best animation I've ever seen in a film. Whether it's rapid, chaotic impacts or quiet, still moments, every frame is treated with insane care and passion. Now, the story itself isn't something I can fully dive into in a short segment like this. It deserves way more time than I can give it here. And honestly, a lot has already been said about it. So instead, I want to bring it back to something I mentioned in a previous video. I could visually picture the pool with Denji and Reze. The song continues and every single aspect of the Reze arc just starts flooding my mind. I was totally right. The title wasn't clickbait. I was not ready, even a little bit, for the pool scene. Before I even watched the movie, I had heard the music from that scene and it already hit me emotionally, but actually seeing it? It was everything I hoped for and more. The pool scene is one of my favorite moments in Chainsaw Man, and seeing it adapted with this level of care is incredible. The pool scene is, in the simplest terms, a small moment of pure happiness for Denji and Reze. Reze is at her most vulnerable state in the water, and so is Denji, since at this point he can't even swim. The both of them are so honest as they ever will be with each other, and that's what makes it hurt so much, because for a brief moment, everything slows down, and you get to see what their lives could have been. As much as I love this film, and as much as it's impacted me, there's only one movie that I could say has been with me for even longer. One movie that to me is just perfect.
Who am I? I'm Spider-Man, given a job to do. And I'm Peter Parker. And I too have a job.
Parker! Parker! No, stop! Stop! Parker, you're late, man. Always late, huh?
I'm sorry, Mr. Aziz. There was a disturbance.
Disturbance? Another disturbance. Oh, there's a disturbance with you. Come on.
Spider-Man is the hero I've grown up with my entire life, and because of that, his movies are the ones I've revisited more than anything else. Watching Spider-Man 2 over and over again at different stages of my life has given me a completely different experience than any other movie ever has. When I was a kid, I loved the spectacle, the fights, the action, the set pieces. It actually felt like Spider-Man was fighting in the real world and not some perfectly designed arena.
Here's your chain!
But now, as I've gotten older, that's not what sticks with me anymore. Now it's Peter. As a young adult, what hits the hardest is Peter's everyday life, because it's built on something we all deal with. Every decision has a consequence, and yeah, consequence usually has a negative connotation, but honestly most of the time it is negative. This movie makes that clear immediately. Peter chooses to save the kids, and loses his job. Consequence.
Me too, Mr. Aziz.
You're fired. Go.
He refuses to tell Harry the truth, and loses his best friend.
Could we get off that subject? I want us to be friends, Harry. I want us to trust each other.
And be honest with me. If you knew who he was, would you tell me? Pisses me off your loyalty to Spider-Man and not to your best friend. I find him with my father's body and you defend him because he's your bread and butter.
Hey, take it easy.
Hey, don't push me. Don't act like you're my friend. Huh? Isn't that right? Huh, brother?
He stays away from MJ to protect her and has to watch her move on.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want you all to know that the beautiful Miss Mary Jane Watson has just agreed to marry me.
Parker, wake up! Wake up! Shoot the picture!
Doing the right thing doesn't save you from consequences. It just changes the ones you have to live with. I have seen every live-action Spider-Man film, and this is my favorite for its ability to tell a unique story that's much more relatable than the others. It's hard to say this with a straight face, but I relate to Spider-Man. It's true. For starters, I don't live with my parents. I've been bitten by a spider that left a permanent scar on me too. But more importantly, I make mistakes, I fall in love, I mess up that love.
That's all I have to give.
I swing across rooftops now, actually. I'm a nerd. I love science. Man, I absolutely love photography. Cannot get a job in it, though.
I'm a photographer.
What makes this movie so powerful is that Peter doesn't struggle just physically. He struggles with the choice. Did he choose this life, or is he trapped in it because of the guilt? Because of Uncle Ben?
Make me sad.
Can't you understand? I'm in love with Mary Jane.
Peter, all the times we've talked of honesty.
I want a life of my own.
You've been given a gift, Peter. With great power comes great responsibility.
No, Uncle Ben. I'm just Peter Parker. I'm Spider-Man. No more. No more.
So he quits. And for the first time, his life actually gets better. He gets better grades. He has more time with friends. A real chance with MJ. No weight, no responsibility. But the world doesn't pause just because he does. There's only one Spider-Man, and when he quits, crime doesn't. The Aunt May scene is my favorite scene in the entire film, and could honestly be my favorite scene in any film. It's quiet, it's real, it's honest, and whether you think she knows Peter is Spider-Man or not, which, let's be real, she definitely does at this point, she gives him exactly what he needs: perspective. She reminds him what heroes mean to normal people, like us. Not perfection, not strength, hope.
Spider-Man's pictures, right?
I used to.
Where is he?
Henry and I agree. We don't see his picture in the paper anymore. Have a guess who he wants to be. Spider-Man.
Why?
Well, he knows a hero when he sees one. Too few characters out there flying around like that, saving old girls like me. And Lord knows, kids like Henry need a hero. Courageous, self-sacrificing people, setting examples for all of us. Everybody loves a hero. People line up for them, cheer them, scream their names, and years later they'll tell how they stood in the rain for hours just to get a glimpse of the one who taught him to hold on a second longer. I believe there's a hero in all of us that keeps us honest, gives us strength, makes us noble, and finally allows us to die with pride, even though sometimes we have to be steady and give up the thing we want the most, even our dreams. Spider-Man did that for Henry, and he wonders where he's gone. He needs him.
So when Peter finally gets back up and pushes through to become Spider-Man, his sacrifice hits even harder, and we truly understand the weight of great responsibility. Because now we know, he didn't choose the easy life, he saw the easy life, he lived it, and now he walked away from it anyway. Not because he wanted to, because he knew he had to. That's what makes him Spider-Man. Not the powers, not the suit, but the choice to keep going even when it costs him everything. If you made it this far into the video, I just wanted to say thanks. In the span of me starting this project, I dropped the Chainsaw Man video that blew up, so thank you guys for that, and I've gained 7 subscribers. So this might sound silly as a 20 sub special, but I didn't want to change the intro and I'm kinda lazy. Anyway, thanks again for watching. For some of the movies I talked about here, I don't plan on mentioning them again, but I honestly might make a Spider-Man movie series, and I probably will do more Chainsaw Man content, because that fucking blew up. So be on the lookout for that in the future. But again, thanks for watching.